Yes, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering draft video. It is I, Al, here with you, and this is how to draft MTG. We're checking out a Streets of New Capenna draft. I know it's been a little bit. See if we can do any damage here in this format, if we're just going to have damage done to us. Our rare Shadow of Mortality. Don't think this is playable. I guess if you're at like 13 life. This is an 8 mana 7/7. It does get a little bit better from there, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be first picking it. Black's not like a great color to be in right up the hop anyhow. We want to be white. We want to be white-blue if possible, white-green if possible, or a combination of all three. So I think we're actually going to start with a tricolor card, and I know I said I would never do this, but you know, I've learned some stuff about the format, and an interesting point that was brought up on Lords of Limited this week is like this is not really locking you in to three colors because there's really only like 5 actual families or 5 actual decks in the format, being the 2-color decks. This actually gives you the option of playing blue-white or white-green, which are both very good. Otherwise, I think the other clear pick would be Rafine's Informant. We're going to take the Duelist on power level here, and we're not expecting to necessarily play it, because these colors are quite contested, but we're going to start there and see if we can make it happen. Second Shadow of Mortality we're not going to take. Okay, so Illuminator versus Virtuoso versus Echo Inspector. Versus Strangle, I guess. And Majestic Metamorphosis is not better than Echo Inspector, so I think, yeah, we could either, go in a totally different direction here with Strangle, but, I mean, having one excellent Broker's card and Virtuoso another excellent Broker's card, and it's a 2-drop, which is very important, and it's white, which is the best color. So unless you're hard avoiding white, I think, in which case you would have made a different first pick. You're definitely taking Virtuoso here, and if you're hard avoiding white, you're taking Strangle. So we're going to take Virtuoso, try to wheel one of those blue cards. Metamorphosis might come back. If it does, then that means blue's super open. Scheming Fence is 2 mana 2/3. You may choose a non-land permanent, gets its activated abilities, and you can spend any mana. So not a ton of stuff to copy with that as far as I'm aware. There's a Citizen's Crowbar, which is a 2 mana 2/2 that buffs other things later in the game. There's a Venom Connoisseur, which is also quite good. I think we would like to just stay white, since we have 2 excellent white cards. Scheming Fence is maybe a little bit of a blue-white signal, but like not in a huge way. So I think I'm going to take the Crowbar, because if we end up base green-white, we'll get to play it still. But yeah, 3 really strong picks kind of right off the bat here, so pretty excited about that. Hopefully we'll continue to see those. Okay, so this pack's not as good. Maestro's Theater does not fix for what we're trying to do at the moment, but we could snap it up as a, I don't know, just a hedge. There's really nothing here for us. We don't really care about Exhibition Magician, as good as this card looked to me initially. The best card in the pack is, geez, I don't know, Warm Welcome maybe? Look at the top 5, put a creature in your hand, make a 1/1. That's like not that good. Witness Protection is not very good. Disdainful Stroke is not good. Case of Joy is not good. So, Refuse to Yield. I mean, 2 mana combat trick. I think I'm taking Warm Welcome. It's on color. Yeah, pretty bad pack. Hopefully we'll see some better stuff than that. Ooh, and we do. Hello, pick 5. Spars, Adjudicators, Rafine's Informant, Hypnotic Grifter, all in the pack here. So that makes me optimistic that we're going to be able to draft some combination of brokers over the course of this draft. We're going to take the Informant. 2 drops is super, super important. This is one of the best commons in the set. Again, getting deeper into white means we can pivot between white, green, white, blue. See what the draft throws at us. Most likely we'll end up white-blue, because green is just not very good at common, aside from Jewel Thief. And that's, as you can see, what's going to happen here. We see Echo Inspector. This might be the best blue common in the set. So we're getting hooked up so far. Pretty excited about the way this draft is going. if the Inspector wasn't here, this would actually kind of be a bit of a bummer of a pack. So I guess Patch Up would be the card we would take next. But so far, so good. Oh my goodness. All right, well, actually kind of a pick here between Broker's Hideout as far as Adjudicators. This is the second Adjudicators we've seen, which means we could wheel the first one. So I think we need to take the land here. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. All right, no, this is not the wheel pack, but we are going to pick up a late Majestic Metamorphosis here. So we're just doing, yeah, like this is just easy mode draft right now. Holy smokes. Grifter versus Towers. I think it's Grifter. Man, Towers is really nice though here. So we're probably not playing this Warm Welcome. Man, Towers is really good. We could wheel a Grifter. We're already wheeling a Grifter. So we're going to wheel another one. Grifter's like really, really good. I don't know. That's close. Okay, we did wheel Metamorphosis. We could take Storefront. Allows us to splash black. And fixes us for white-blue. Metamorphosis is quite good, though. One fixer so far. We definitely need more than a single fixing land. Yeah, Bots wants to take the Storefront. I guess I'm down for it. We just did just pass the blue-white duel, so maybe we need to eat our vegetables a little bit here. Raffine's Guidance, Backstreet Bruiser. I think Bruiser will fit in a deck full of creatures with flying. So if we end up white-blue, that's where we're going to be at. Similarly, Witness Protection is not the worst. That's probably the best archetype for it to go in since they don't get to chump block with the 1/1. There's the Raffine's Guidance as well in the pack. I think we'll get one of those later if we really want it. So far, we don't have any self-mill, so I don't see why we would want that. I guess for Connive, actually, it's pretty good. Okay. So we ended that off with a Case to Join a Psionic Snoop. Nothing to write home about. Extraction Specialist. So we didn't see like too much white coming out of that first pack, but I mean, white's so deep that hopefully we'll just kind of get there. We definitely saw a lot of blue, which is great. Extraction Specialist is a 3-mana 3/2 lifelink that enters the battlefield and returns a creature 2 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield, and then once this dies, then we can use that creature. So, yeah, the card is quite good. We're gonna draft a lot of 2s. 3-mana lifelink's obviously broken and limited, and then the fact that this dies into a creature is quite good. Also, you'll get the ETB ability from that creature. So if it has Connive, like Raffine's Informant, which is a great target for it, you get that. We obviously would like to take this Informant as well, but I think Extraction Specialist is enough better. That's actually maybe close, but which is kind of crazy. All right. We have some options here. We've got a Girder Goons. We could splash. We already have the land to do so. I don't think we take a second Storefront having no black cards to splash. We could take Raffine's Guidance. No. Boon of Safety. That's the card I wanted to talk about. This card looks really good to me. It looks like God's Willing to me, and apparently it's not that. I guess, it doesn't have that, like, you can kill them out of nowhere because they can't block your creature thing. So all this adds up to this pack is not very good, and I think I am actually going to take Boon of Safety here. I don't really want to play 3 colors if I can avoid it, and if we are going to play a 3rd color, I think it's got to be for Duelist anyways. So splashing black doesn't make a lot of sense there. Okay, Slam. Inspiring Overseer out of a pretty good pack, actually. Cleanup Crew, Venom Connoisseur, Strangle, all the red-green cards. Torch Breath is even pretty good. Jetmir's Fixer should be good, but it's, unfortunately red-green's not a good deck. Anyways, Overseer and move on. Ooh, second Duelist, you say? Over a Run Out of Town or the first Gathering Throng we've seen. So I don't know if that we want to start picking up Gathering Throngs at this point. I think we will take the Duelist here and just go hard after the next Broker's Hideout or green white dual land we see. We're gonna take that almost anything. Run Out of Town is decent here, but Duelist is like very hard to beat. I know because I've died to it a bunch. All right, Widespread Thieving. Cool looking card, not for our deck. Mr. Orfeo similarly. So we can take a Hold for Ransom, which is like a medium removal spell. And that's really all this pack has to offer. We already have a Case Joint in the sideboard, and we don't need a 6-mana Crocodile. Obscure Storefront, again, don't need that. So Broker's Veteran, Skycrier, Run Out of Town. We really do want 2s. Right now we've got only 3 that we can get back with our Specialist. So I don't think we want to take Run Out of Town here. I think we want to take Skycrier probably. It can pick up a Crowbar and get in there. It can pick up a +1/+1 counter if we get any backup agents. I've been pretty happy with this card. We'll try it. Oh, man. All these lands that don't touch green. I guess this one does, so we should take it, right? Cabaret Courtyard, Forest or Plains seems good. Sonic Snoop is unplayable, I think. So, yeah, we're going to take that land. Get rid of the Storefront. Oh, yeah. 8th pick backup agent. Don't mind if we do. Dapper Shieldmate in the house as well, but backup agent pretty important for this archetype. Ideally, we're going to pick up the flying creature, the Celestial Regulator, which wants you to have counters on your things. So backup agent's very good for that card. And as we said, it can put a counter on our Skycrier. It works for the Bruiser too, but I think we're going to hope to not play the Bruiser. And we're going to take a Rooftop Nuisance there. Not sure if that's correct or not, actually. Take a Guidance. If we end up with enough Connive, we might play the Guidance, but I don't think that's what's going to end up happening here. Dapper Shieldmate, Run Out of Town. Oof. Well, we got 1 Metamorphosis. I think we need some interaction here, and that's a pretty good piece. Okay, I get a last pick on. So blue is like really happening, which is nice. Nice to see that. Halo Fountain is not a good card, I don't think. Untap a tapped creature you control to make another creature, and then... But you have to tap them. How are you tapping your creatures? You're attacking with them, and then your opponent's blocking them, and they're dying. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. Sweeping Protector is good. Broker's Charm. That's a removal spell that can sometimes draw cards. That's pretty good. Rafine's Informant is obviously excellent. Spar's Adjudicators is good. Jewel Thief is not a card we want to splash. I don't think we're splashing anything outside of these Duelists. This is a tough pick. I think it's between Informant and maybe Swooping Protector. I'm going to go, when in doubt, take the cheaper card. But any of those 3, I think, would have been a good addition to the deck. We do have a lot of 2-drops, but I really like 2-drops a lot. I guess an argument for the Broker's Charm is that it triggers the Virtuoso. This is also pretty gross with Metamorphosis. Swing for 10 in the sky or whatever. That's pretty good. Okay, Crowbar, Fairy Vandal. So we're getting hooked up hard. Most drafts are not going to go like this, folks. So hopefully we can make the most of it with some tight gameplay. Ominous Parcel, if we want a little piece of interaction that can fix for us. I don't think we're going to need it. We've already got 3 green sources between these 2 fetch lands and the forest we're going to play. So it's either Crowbar or Vandal. I like Crowbar here. I like Vandal as well. We might actually wield a Vandal, given how open blue is. Cabaret Courtyard, the second. A Broker's Hideout I would rock, but I don't think we want another Courtyard. I don't think so. Swooping Protector is pretty attractive here. Oftentimes this comes down and kills something, and then you're left with a 2/1 flyer, and that's really good. It also allows you to not hold for ransom, make disappear, the blue 2-mana counterspell. And we don't have any of those, but if we did, you can imagine what it would be like. Wiretapping is a bit too slow generally. We could take it here. We're not really grabbing anything or losing out on anything here. Slip at the back. Can save one of our guys from death, and it comes back with a counter. Decent. Hold for ransom again. We're pretty aggressive. We're pretty tempo-y. We don't have a ton in the way of interaction, so I think I'm going to take hold for ransom. Close, though. As far as adjudicators. Ooh. Ooh, Botanical Plaza. I wonder if we'll wheel the other adjudicators. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we got to just take this plaza. Here we can cut courtyard potentially. But we're playing 2 duelists, so it is kind of nice to have an extra shot at green. Anyhow, prize fight on the splash or Dapper Shieldmate. Dapper Shieldmate is fine. I don't hate it. Revelation of Power is also fine. That's pretty good with the Virtuoso. Rooftop Nuisance. Not going to be Rooftop Nuisance, I can tell you that. I'm going to take the Shieldmate. We already have Boon of Safety for the Virtuoso. Woo! Okay, well, I'm glad we picked up that Plaza, because then we can pick up a Lagrella. If we can find like one more combat trick for our Virtuoso, that'd be cool. But if not, I think we're all right. We're gonna pick up this Lagrella. Now we've got enough green sources to splash all the stuff. Celebrity Fencer, Stanful Stroke, Security Bypass. All these cards are pretty bad. I guess we'll pick up. Well, I guess Security Bypass is pretty good with the Virtuoso, so maybe. Okay, so wow, man, what is going on? Broker's Charm, Adjudicators, Broker's Veteran. That's tough. I actually don't know what to take. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take the Charm, I think. That's tough. Could have been wrong. Boon of Safety number 2. We might play it. I don't know. We got a lot of playables right now. Quick Draw Dagger. Witness Protection. Probably the Dagger. It's not very good in a Flyers deck, but we do have some creatures on the ground here. Man. So we could have had an Adjudicators instead of a Broker's Charm. The thing I like about Broker's Charm, though, is that it triggers the Virtuoso. Because this is a bite spell, if I recall correctly. It deals damage equal to its power. So, yeah. So we can deal, like, it targets this. It gets a 1 counter, ostensibly if you're conniving with it. And then +1/+0. So you're dealing 3 to something, which is pretty good. And then this is, like, then maybe attacking for 6. So I kind of dig that. I think we're going to play only 1 forest. We've got 6, 7 blue sources. That doesn't seem like enough. 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. So we're going to cut a plains. We're going to add an island. So now we're at 8, 8, and 4 green sources. Still doesn't seem like enough. Blue and white, I should say. The green we're okay with. Okay, probably not playing Witness Protection. I think I like all these 2s except for maybe Bruiser. Could potentially get cut. Overseer's definitely not getting cut. Rooftop Nuisance isn't great here either. We don't have a lot of tokens to like sacrifice to it. So I guess it's Rooftop Nuisance. How many creatures? 15. So don't really want to cut a creature. We're going to have a counter from... I guess like it's not totally unreasonable for Backstreet Bruiser to actually get there in terms of becoming an attacker. Got a bunch of stuff that has shield counters and connive and all that kind of stuff. So I think we'll keep the Bruiser in, cut the Nuisance. Now we're 8, 8. Maybe we do. Well, we would like to be 9, 8 in favor of plains. So does that mean we cut Cabaret Courtyard? Then we have 3 green sources, but we have 4 green cards. So already, like, we're already a little bit light on green sources for 4 green splash cards. Maybe we should cut a green splash card. And then are we supposed to play like 18 lands or something? I guess if we cut a green splash card, can we cut Cabaret Courtyard? 3 sources. We have a lot of Connive, so we can discard stuff that doesn't, that's not castable. We're going to be right back with the answer. So, I'm thinking that we cut the Courtyard and get a little bit greedy with the mana, just because we can discard these green cards if we can't cast them, and they'll pump up our informants and the like. And then if we draw them in the late game, we're very likely to have green, and at which point we can cast them and be happy. Boon of Safety is right on the edge, but I like it a lot with Virtuoso. I like the card in general. I know it doesn't have a great win rate on 17 lands. Hold for Ransom is another one we could potentially cut. We have a fair bit of interaction at this point, but it's cheap. It does the thing you want it to do. And there's not really much we're looking to bring in here. And I think I like Ransom over Witness Protection, for example. So we're going to go with this build. And we'll see you for round 1. Well, here we are for round 1. Opponents on the play. Hand is awkward. We don't have a 2-drop. Well, we've got Hold for Ransom, I guess. We got a real nice 3 and Inspiring Overseer. But we don't have blue mana. So this hand is definitely right on the edge of keep or mull. If we're assuming our opponent's going to play a 2-on-2, we're going to hold a Ransom. And we're going to try and catch up by playing Overseer. Maybe trading that off. Specialist has nothing to get back. Which is kind of brutal. Man. I mean, if this was an island, we would be certainly keeping. Or if this was like a Rafine's Informant, I think we would keep. For sure. So close. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because of how much I despise mulliganing, but we'll see. We have 3 looks at any land. There we go. There we go. We're definitely getting rid of this thing. We're just going to... Opponent's, you know, the aggro player here. We're going to protect our life total, spend our mana. Okay, Jewel Thief. It's okay. We can deal with that. So we can either play Specialist to trade with Jewel Thief, or Overseer to draw a card. We take 3. We can Broker's Charm the Jewel Thief down next turn and have Boon of Safety up. If we play Specialist and block, following turn, again, we just have, you know, Overseer or whatever. We get blown up by a combat trick, though, this way. I mean, by playing the Specialist, they attack. We block. They play whatever pump spell. We're kind of back to square one. Whereas if we play Overseer, just take the damage. I think we're going to play Overseer. Take the hit. They tap out for something else. We get to actually get it with Charm. And have Boon up. We don't get to have Boon up, though. Ooh, that's a beating. That's a beating. Okay. See what you're doing there. Okay, so we actually don't... I was thinking we get to hold up Boone, which we don't, which is annoying. All right. So we just Broker's Charm the Thief down right now. They're coming in with both anyways, but if we do it now, then they hit us for 4 with the Mr. Orfeo rather than just the 2 that it would hit. But if they have a trick on the Jewel Thief, then we can't block. Well, I guess we still could. Actually, we could because our Overseer. But then if they have like Strangles of Sorcery, what do they have to have? Oh, boy. Another tough decision here. Could just play Extraction Specialist as well. This kind of just puts us right back where we were before. I think we're gonna go with that. I don't know. Could be pretty. Could have been a mistake there, but we need to trade. I guess the problem here is like if they just have removal, then we just get boxed for 8. So I'm not super happy with the way I'm navigating this. I think, okay, they're just coming with both. Double the power. We're going to block. Hopefully they don't have a trick here. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's just about the worst. But see, that would have got us if we tried to do the instant speed Broker's Charm thing as well. So there is that. All right, Jewel Thief's a 4/4. It's going to be an 8/4. Virtuoso. Majestic Metamorphosis. Or potentially Broker's Charm. Still don't have enough white to do all the things in terms of like Broker's Charm plus Boon. But Virtuoso plus Metamorphosis would take down a Jewel Thief in combat if they don't have another trick. I think that's kind of what we have to go for. I feel like we've kind of painted ourselves in this weird corner. So if our opponent has another combat trick, we're kind of just out of it. So what does this mean? We played Overseer. We should have just played Specialist that turn. And they wouldn't have been able to attack us. Okay, Magician making probably a treasure token. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Would rather have seen the 1/1. They're going to prize fight something here. Light them up. And they're going to casualty it. All right. So we got to let them target the other creature. So they don't target the same one twice. Okay. Now we can metamorph the Virtuoso to save it. And they won't be able to attack us this turn. But not the best use of this card. And I mean, we do have to discard a spell because we're trying to grow this thing. So now now they don't have attacks at least. Oh, they're coming in anyways, eh? So they're gonna grow the Orfeo. So we go to 4. That's cool. I respect that. So then we're just gonna kill that next turn. Or ransom it. I guess we want it dead. Geez, a blitz creature would be real good here for them. All right, so... yeah, so we're going to play Broker's Charm, Connive, discarding something, hold for ransom if not, and then if we don't draw something different, and then Grifter, Crowbar. We should be relatively protected against a blitz creature at that point. This is going to work, right? It's going to connive before this happens. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I guess we'll discard Run Out of Town, actually. They don't have very much mana, so this hold for ransom should be pretty good. Play out some dudes. And we're actually not in terrible shape here, despite me feeling like I actually kind of punted the game away pretty early on. Rogue's Gallery, okay. That's pretty sweet. They don't have a play this turn, though. And we can start conniving. So next turn, they're going to go Jewel Thief, and then maybe land Orfeo. That'd be pretty nice. We've got the ability to kill the dagger at any point. All right, well, let's connive. So we can loot away this island or whatever. I guess we want white mana more than blue mana. None of these have blitz, so I think we're safe to jam here for 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we can kill them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so I'm an idiot. They're dead on board. So we're supposed to discard the hold for ransom here and get in there. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, well, that was a rusty little game 1, but we'll see you in game 2. We are back with a deck that, despite my best efforts, is 1-0. We go first. We have an excellent hand here. I guess we get to start with a Rafine's Informant, try and find land number 3. And if it's an untapped forest, all the better. Otherwise, we could consider discarding Broker's Charm. Okay, we did find land 3. So it's either Informant or Virtuoso or Crowbar here. Put it on a tapped swamp off of an obscure storefront. Well, we have nothing to target Virtuoso with unless we draw our 1-of forest next turn. Rafine's Informant's going to attack for more damage if we discard a non-land card. So I think we go with the Informant. Gives us some more looks this turn. Run out of town. So probably supposed to discard a green card since we have no way of actually getting green. And which one of these are we going to want to have on hand in the late game? That's tough. I mean, Disciplined Duelist is more powerful than Broker's Charm. Broker's Charm is more flexible. I'm going to go with the Duelist because I like powerful cards. Halo, Scarab. Yeah, I mean, that works, doesn't it? Crowbar doesn't help us here. Helps us next turn. Virtuoso is actually better against Halo Scarab. We could play that. Then maybe suit it up next turn. It also blocks it this turn. The free attack in. So I think I'm good with that. Okay, so need to find green. But when we do, it's going to be nice. Overseer. It's not a fair card. Nice. Okay, so Virtuoso gets in. If they double block, we get the 2-for-1 off run out of town. If they don't double block, we get to hit them for 2 damage. And then play Citizen Crowbar, which could trade with Halo Scarab. Is that even good for us? They're 22. Scarab comes in. We go to 18. But then they have to block a Raffine's Informant on the way back. Or we just go Crowbar, equip Virtuoso, swing. They can't block at that point. We don't get the 2-for-1 potential, but like they're very unlikely to double block a 1-1 double strike anyways. And we get to hit them for 4. I think I just like hitting them for 4. And we still have a 1-1 to block the Scarab. All right. So now our opponent can race 4 damage for 7 to 8 damage if they want. Or they're going to need to find a removal spell for this Virtuoso. Hopefully they don't have that. Yeesh. Okay. We can get a 3-for-1 here if they triple block. Oh, they're going to kill it somehow. Boo. Boo. Legitimate business person. All right. This can destroy that. This could put it on top or bottom of library, which would get us a 2-for-1. No, it wouldn't. It would get us a 1-for-1. That's not great. So it's probably just Informant, right? Again, we could move the bar and swing with our Raffine's Informant as a 4-3. That's an option. I think we cast this Informant first, see what we draw. All right, well. This is pretty good, actually. We can blink our person if we ever see green mana. And I think down to go ahead and try to jam here. Try to make their blocks awkward. I mean, they're still ahead if they double block, which is the crazy power of Inspiring Overseer, but I expected them not to block, and they did not. All right, 4 in the sky. Yeah, we're getting the beats laid on us right here. And opponent for sure has a follow-up play. Yep, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, we have an Overseer of our own. Are we attacking? I don't think so. We don't want to trade Informants with... Yeah, okay. And we want to have a white up for the Crowbar activation. So maybe we can trick them with that land. Okay. No sense in putting the Crowbar anywhere else, I don't think. So I think we're going to leave it as is. We don't have attacks this turn. We kind of just have to trade an Overseer for an Overseer. And then figure it out from there, I guess. Yep. We're not winning the race at the current moment. the dagger. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. When it enters the battlefield. So we could kill it before it attaches, I think. I'm going to hold full control and see if there's an opportunity to do that. Target creature. Okay, but then the creature still gets first strike even if this doesn't attach. Kind of curious. I think it still will give it first strike. It'd be cool if it didn't though. I think I just want to try that. Plus, like, even if it doesn't work, we kind of want to get rid of this dagger anyways, I think. But I'm pretty sure this is still going to, yeah, still going to get first strike. Okay, so that was pretty sick. So that doesn't work. Fair enough. It would have to be a reflexive trigger or whatever. Be like, when you do attach it, that creature gets first strike. Opponent's still got stuff to do, apparently. All right. Well, we are in trouble here. Oh, yeah. Some green man. We're taking 4 in the sky. And then we're going to, like, Lagrella one of them. We can run out of town another. Rough spot. Rough spot. So there's an argument there to just taking the damage and then, like, this turn having run out of town available. So that when they go, excuse me, for that trick, we can get them to run out of town. And then they just redraw Inspiring Overseer and continue to wreck us. So I don't know how much of a difference it makes. We're going to let this go. Chroma Cat. Okay. Scrying 1. So we need to draw like Echo Inspector, I think. Would be a good one. Okay, Lagrella. So I mean, obviously, like if we exile our Overseer, when they kill our Lagrella, they get to draw another card. That's quite gross. But it slows down their game plan. We get our duelist back or whatever this thing is. If they do end up having a way to kill Lagrella, I don't think they have removal though because they had an opportunity to kill one of our things earlier and they didn't take it. So I don't think they're going to kill this. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they might have a fake your own death in hand. Oh. No, yeah, probably fake. Assuming it's a fake. All right. So we got 5 turns to find an answer to this Overseer. Or maybe 4 turns. Passing it back. So when this duelist comes down, it'll be pretty good. It should wreak a little bit of havoc on their board. Okay. That's good. Now we only have 2 turns. Yeesh. We're at 6. Echo Inspector, baby. Here we go. See if this is good enough. Try to draw a land here. Would be pretty good, actually. Then we could... No. Ooh, Distraction Specialist, though. Nothing to pick up. Really? So we actually want an informant to die for next turn then. Run out of town. Is that what we're pitching? Yes, probably. I think this, if this inspector dies, we're just going to lose the game either way. Because we go to 3. Next turn we're going to run this out of town, but like we're just too far behind. I feel like the way we win this game is by them not being able to attack through this. We play perhaps either one of these cards in our hand or both, and actually get to do something. So yeah, we'll see. So not looking great. Okay, so let's see if we can trade off one of these. Wouldn't mind getting another connive trigger. For next turn, of course. They're going to make a treasure. No problem. Now they cast their red card or something. No. Cast their torch breath on our Echo Inspector. Kill us. Doing some math here. All right, that's a problem. So our thing is dead. We've got a treasure. We need to find an answer to that overseer. Our broker's charms in the yard. The hold for ransom isn't going to do it either. We have a Sky Crier. Yeah, hold for ransom. Because they can just pay for it and kill us, so that's not going to work. Land Specialist getting back Rafine's Informant for the Connive. Start there. I don't really think we have anything on our deck that can beat this, though. Our deck wants to play from the position that our opponent's in more than the position that we're in. We're not very good at crawling back from certain doom. Another ransom. Alright, so we are dead. Let's see if our opponent knows that or not. And we'll see if for the next game, it's just as soon as our opponent pays their ransom cost. I guess we draw a card, right? That still doesn't matter. The treasure. The treasure ended up mattering. Boon of Safety. It's a card we can cast. Let's see what was on top. Okay. So, we died. And it was a good game. But our opponent had 2 Inspiring Overseers, and we only had 1. And they had a removal spell for our other creature with flying, so that's the way it goes. See you for the next one. We're back. Opponent goes first. We have a good hand. We're going to keep. Try to get out to a good start here. Being on the draw is tough, though. I find it hard to believe we're going to want to discard a spell to this informant, but I guess we give ourselves the option to do that rather than play backup agent. Plus, this backup agent could make this a 4/3, which is actually pretty good. I mean, we could discard a run out of town. I don't know. A lot of interaction. Let's try to put the beats on our opponent. Let's try it. We're attacking for 4 next turn. Oh, man. That's so punishing. Okay, well, we can kill that with Metamorphosis, but they already get the 2-for-1 off of it. gosh. All right, well, let's see if that happens. They're probably blocking here. I like the block. We're going to go for this. So we got a 2-for-1. They got a 2-for-1. We're even right now. Let's play their Throng, though. Obscure Storefront fetching a swamp. So our opponent's got a black splash going here. Okay, Broker's Initiate. So, I mean, 2 mana, this could be counter unless we pay 2. It could be Fake Your Own Death. Neither of those punish the play we would like to make, which is Backup Agent, attack for 4. So let's try that, I guess. They could have like +2/+2. That's not good enough. So I think we're safe here. All right, that worked. And Crowbar. Adjudicators for our opponent. That's pretty nice. That can come down this turn. It's going to. Targeting the Informant, of course. But, of course. Alright, so this will be back online next turn. We don't have attacks. We could run out of town the Spars Adjudicators to get in for 1 damage. Doesn't seem worthwhile. We could hold it for ransom to get in for 1 damage. Doesn't seem great either, but that might be the move. And nothing else going on. Boon of Safety isn't helping us here. But it'll help us next turn if they play Gathering Throng. I do like the idea of putting Adjudicators on top. Our opponent has to draw it and then cast it again, which takes several turns to do. Slows them down quite a bit. Spends more of our mana, which is also pretty good. But it doesn't let us break up some kind of like combat trick scenario. It's the only thing that's missing there. Now this becomes a 5/5. Oh boy. And they can potentially do that. We could also run out of town like on their turn, getting kind of an extra turn out of the deal. Just getting 1 damage right here doesn't really seem all that important. All right, I think the plan's going to be run out of town, end of their turn. Throng. Okay. Attacks. No attacks. All right, let's put this thing on top. Really feels like they have Fake Your Own Death. Okay, opponent put the Adjudicators on the bottom. That's pretty cool. And we're going to take our turn. Drawing a lot of lands. And I think we want to attack with everything here. Use our shield counter. Scry. See if we can pick up something good here. Fiend's Informant. I mean, that lets us get rid of a land next turn. So that's kind of good, I guess. Don't love it, but I'd rather draw that than another land, which could be right underneath it. I don't know if that's, maybe that's not sound logic. Okay, I suppose we can play a land here. So you go. So Crowbar can attach to Inform. So they didn't play Fake Your Own Death there. Very interesting. Okay, so it's Glamorous Outlaw they've been holding the whole time. All right, that's good. And that's now getting cast. 4/5. So we can hold that for ransom, I guess. They're a land away from breaking that. Oh, that just came from their hand too, didn't it? So they've got another one. Jeez. Where are our creatures with flying? That's what we need right now. Having trouble pressuring our opponents. Dapper, Shieldmate. All right, we'll pitch a land. I guess. Ah, man. Gotta hold for ransom. We can't cast both spells. It's really annoying. We're gonna get in for a good amount of damage. We're gonna get in for 7. Just thinking we could move the Crowbar and get into it that way. We could still do that now, actually. Doesn't change our combat this turn. Sorry, we're only getting for 5 this turn. Whoops. But yeah, I think if we move this Crowbar, then at least this Informant can tangle with their next 4 or 5. Which they're playing here. Yeah, these are hard to beat. So now they, they can find the land if they want, or they can just find more action. There's the land anyways. Okay. All right, well, that's a good draw for us. So we're going to get in for 5. If we get the trade, that's pretty cool. Do we just attack with everything else? They could eat something if they wanted to, and then I guess just take 5, which would be good for us because we have Overseer in hand. So we could sort of tempt them in that way, or they could trade. And like if our Raffine's Informant dies and they take 5 damage, that's quite good for us. So I think we're gonna go for that. In fact, they'll take 6. Yeah, so they're not gonna do that. They're gonna take 2. They're gonna take a trade here. We're gonna go ahead and Overseer. If we draw a land, we can Shieldmate. Ooh, Swooping Protector's not bad either. All right, we'll hook this up. I was asking for creatures with flying, and we're getting them now, so I appreciate it. Oh boy, so is our opponent, but not a 5/5 version of that. They've got a 3, a land, and a 6 in the yard. They're tapping our Overseer and locking it down for a turn. Cool. Okay, so they didn't free their Outlaw. We've got 5, 6 mana. So it's got to be Dapper Shieldmate here. Is there any way we can trick them into taking damage? Probably not. They're at a low life total. It's like equipping the Crowbar to the Informant and swinging. They just block. And I think we'd rather it be on the Overseer. So we're going to leave it there. I mean, Shieldmate. Protector's pretty sweet here because, like, they're not going to be able to do the math for it. Whereas Shieldmate, they can just block next turn. We could put the Crowbar on it to get through Outlaw or Initiate with the pump. It's like not really advancing our game plan. Are they going to actually attack us with Infiltrator, though? Probably not. think I'm still on Swooping Protector, and then next turn we can put the crowbar on it. And hopefully put them in a tight spot. Witness Protection, okay. That is fine. Hold for ransom. So we could actually eat this outlaw, but we would lose. Ooh, that's a really good draw. I don't think we care. I think we're just going to take 4 if they want to do that. No. And they had to do that sorcery speed, right? Yeah, okay, so that makes things good for us. Okay, Swooping Protector in. Lagrella is going to take care of the Syndicate Infiltrator. It's going to take our Legitimate Business Person as well, and then we're going to play Dapper Shieldmate. And we're going to be pretty happy with ourselves, I think. And equipping Crowbar here does not change our clock, because it's 2, then 3, then 3. So I think we're okay. Just remember to attack. And hold this land. We could draw another Informant, I think, or an Echo Inspector. Want to maybe loot that away. They could be dead on board here, but okay, no, they're good. They got Rogue's Gallery, or looks like Rogue's Gallery, which gets them back a Throng and an Outlaw. That's pretty good. Syndicate Infiltrator again. Oh boy. Okay. And they're getting closer to that magic number. 1. If they need a 2 in the yard, that'd be the most, or a 4. That's a 2. If that works. They go to 4. Are they dead? Block, block, block. You're dead. So they have to have. What could they have for 1 black? No, I don't think anything. All right, so narrowly got there. So, I mean, that's what our deck wants to do. I mean, that's where Hold for Ransom is actually good, is if you could put pressure on the opponent. If you can't, like the previous game, then card's really bad. But that time it was pretty good. We're back on the draw again. Bummer. Oof. And we've got 2 green cards and a way to get green, but we need to use it to get white. That feels bad. But we can Informant away one of these. We will keep it. It's just... Okay. No. All right. We're good then. Actually, this is really good. So now we'll... Best possible draw. Now we know we can sack this for a forest and get a turn 3 duelist. Wow. That hand went from not great to very, very good very quickly there. We can discard Botanical Plaza. So we don't need green. I don't think we need white. Or we can just pitch an island. And just cycle this later in the game. Because we'll be able to weave this in. Because the next turn we're going duelist, and then next turn we're going duelist. So I think we'll be able to weave this in. Hoo boy. Okay, opponent's missing land drops. That's unfortunate. This one will be over in a hurry, I think. They're actually very close to dead right now. Yeah. All right. Well, not much of a game there, but we'll take it. We're back on the draw yet again. Another hand that I think we keep. Informant can pitch any one of these interaction spells. Ooh, nice draw. And try to get busy. Halo Scarab is a pretty nice little card, eh? Bruiser's going to be good in this matchup. So we're going to keep that. Gosh, kind of want to just get rid of Run Out of Town here. It's just expensive. And I'm tempted to block, which actually makes me maybe regret discarding a spell. Oh boy, we probably shouldn't. Witty Roastmaster. I'd like to trade with that too. I think we got to take our licks here. Swing with Informant. If we get to Metamorph, that's cool. If we don't, we just play Bruiser, I think. It saves us 2 damage from the Scarab, and then we'll just trade it off for Roastmaster anyways. This worst case scenario, they have removal. Okay, that is that. Yep. Blitzed. Okay. Man, it's a lot of damage. We're going to kill 2 of their things this turn, though. That's spicy as well. So, oh man, that's really spicy. Makes me want to play it. But I think we want to spend all our mana this turn. Although killing a Halo Scarab feels pretty bad. We don't have a blocker for the next Blitz creature they play. They have Nightclubber, we just lose if we play Duelist. So we're in a tight spot here. I guess we can hold back Informant to potentially trade. Just so bad to trade with Blitz creatures. I'm gonna go for broke here. If they've got a good enough draw, we're not winning either way. Girder Goons. Yep. Yep. Boy, oh boy. Well, I mean, blocking here saves us 4 damage, and we still have a 2/1 double strike at the end of the day. I think that's worth it. It's not great, but yeah, that was a great turn for them. All right. Hold for Ransom. Not very good against Witty Roastmaster, guys. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Don't think we're attacking this turn. Metamorphosis is going to be okay for us on blocks, especially if they go to Blitz. I don't think we're going to win this game, though. Our life total is very low. Court official, that's fine. Really? Really? Quick draw Dagger. Sure, go ahead. Okay, this is working out reasonably well for us. Does this gain life somehow? That'd be nice if it did. Echo Inspector. All right. We got Broker's Charm plus Hold for Ransom if we wanted to do that. Or we've got Echo Inspector. Maybe like attack. Just we're in a little bit of trouble with blitz creatures. That's the only thing. Broker's Charm, that's instant speed, which is also pretty cool. Our opponent's on 1 card in hand. If we Broker's Charm them right now, kill the court official, we hit them for 6, down to 8. I don't think it's time for that. I think we go Echo Inspector here. I think we pitch Island. Are we gonna attack for 4? I'm feeling spicy here. I think we need to put some pressure on them, otherwise we're not gonna find a way to win before they find a way to beat us, you know? We gotta our deck is not a control deck. We gotta kind of fade to draw step here. Like, they've got 1 card in hand. They would have to have that be a removal spell and then like draw a blitz creature for us to really get punished. Okay. So again here, I guess this is stupid. We should have, oh no, that was last game. We can't cycle this without green mana, so that was dumb. Okay, anyways, now where are we at? So if we attack with Duelist, we can kill both their creatures if they double block. That might be good enough on its own. And if they have a trick, we can blow them out with Broker's Charm. I don't think we're attacking with Echo Inspector, though. They're going to take 4. And I do believe we are now going to just take care of this with Ransom. They're going to make a treasure. Demons do. Lose 2 life. Scry 2, draw 2, lose 2. Okay. To bottom. See what they found. One card was a land. They can unransom things, but they're not going to. So they're just going to come in for 2. No. Nothing. Interesting. Okay, so they can't unransom anything. They have 7 mana. They have to block Duelist. Do we even attack with Echo Inspector? We could just straight up go for the kill here. But if they've got instant speed removal of some kind, then we get wrecked. Assuming they have removal. Like something like a Girder Goons would kill us. Either way, or would it? If we attack with... I guess it wouldn't, because we could kill the Roast Master before the trigger went on the stack. So I think we get him with both. Oh no, it would, because I can equip the dagger. Okay, so they did have it. Okay, I don't care if we mill. One damage short. Alright, opponent's at 2, they got 1 card left. I'm gonna make a treasure. So their plan could be simply to just unransom Witty Roastmaster and try to kill us that way. And if that's the case, then we're in good shape. Corrupt Court Official. Deal us a damage. That's fine. And unransom, and we're gonna just get there. Man, these games are such small margins of error. Well, Skycrow, that's pretty good. Or margins of error, but margins of victory as well. Super, super close. Woo! All right. On to the next. We're back. We're on the draw. What a shocker. We're going to keep. We have a 2-drop. We are ripping pretty nicely with these opening draws here. Finding a plains is quite nice. Opponent's on red-black. As white has become super contested, that makes a bunch of sense. All right. So we can grift. We could backup agent. Or we can hold for ransom. My feeling is we don't want to give them a treasure. We would like to play Grifter, put a counter on it, and then be able to Ligrella away the backup agent as well. So I think I'm going to go hold for ransom. Also protects our life total against them having a removal spell and hitting us for 3. So all things told, I think this is the best EV play. Swamp, Custodian, another 3-power 2-drop for our opponent. And we will go ahead and grift and backup agent. Our opponent's going to be pretty psyched, I think. Well, they shouldn't be that psyched about trading a 2-drop for a 1-drop, but I think they would be content to do so because this can get pretty big now that it's already a 2-3. So I think that, yeah, they're going to be pretty happy to attack here. I think we block. I mean, they're the aggressor. It's possible, you know, we just wait a turn or whatever, and then we, you know, have the biggest thing on the board. Because now, we don't really have any good targets for Ligrella. I guess we just hold up Broker's Charm and maybe just use it as a divination. We don't really want to play... We don't want to exile Exhibition Magician here. So we're going to play a little bit of a control game, I think. Not a great spot to be in, though, against red-black. So maybe we weren't supposed to block last turn. Because from there, we actually get to just like hold up, connive, and they can never attack us. And then we Lagrella them at that point. Goldhound. All right. Nothing that we want to exile here. Small ball. Like, I guess exiling Goldhound is all right. It's gonna be getting in for damage, but not a huge deal. We'll just go Crowbar. Say go. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting that Grifter block now. Squeezing every bit of value out of your cards is something I need to be thinking more about in this format. It is a fast format in the sense that you need to be on board early, but it's also kind of an old school format in the sense that you just need to like, yeah, squeeze every bit of value. So like, again, like here we could trade. I mean, we're at 20, so it's fine. And we can exile Soloists. It's kind of worthwhile at this point. And then the 2/3 Lagrella can block all their stuff. Again, though, we could hold Lagrella. Soloist isn't that good. But it's probably good enough. Because they can start to really do some stuff, especially if they have like a creature or something. Fortunately, we don't get to hold up and run out of town here. I think we're good with this. Could move the Crowbar over. Gets it out of range of Strangle. Maybe we should have. Just thinking we could double block this stupid Goldhound if both things are a 2/2. But in, you know, at that point, are we even blocking if they attack with it? They clearly would have a trick at that point. So yeah, we probably should have moved it over. So Grella's not blocking Magician anyways. Girdagoons. All right. So Goldhound is dead. So don't need to worry about that. We're just going to take 4 here. Card is great. Double D in the house. So now we actually can hold up, run out of town, so we're going to do just that. Opponent on 4 mana. Deal gone bad. And they're going to mill us, so even if we did put Duelist on top, we wouldn't get to draw it again, so we're going to let that happen, sadly. Opponent doesn't have attacks, though. No, I didn't want to move the Crowbar because we want to hold up, run out of town. Next turn we can move it to Skycryer, though, start getting in there. All right, Crooked Custodian coming down. Attacks. Raffine's Informant for us here. Well, it's good in the sense that it can trade for this custodian, I guess. But Lagrella with a crowbar can hold it off as well. Need to keep Run Out of Town up. I think in the interest of, yes, squeezing every last bit of value out, I think we're going to hold the Informant till maybe we have a land we want to pitch or something. All right, Masked Bandits, that's pretty good. We do have the answer to it. Here it comes. We got time. There's a land, so we can cycle that away. Get in for one. Said we're in a control deck, but seem to be doing that thing right now. Strangle. Annoying. Yeah, I guess so. All right, let's put this on top. They just recast it next turn, obviously. Oh, they're even going to draw it here. That's pretty nice. Hey, it's not a bad one. Echo Inspector. Discard a land. We'll find our forest, unless it got milled. Oh, it did. Boo! Get out of here. Get right out of here with that. Well, we have other Rafine's Informants we could draw. At least one other. Grifter's dead, right? Yeah. But we've got other ways to connive, so I think we'll hold on to this land. The only thing might be moving the crowbar around, but I think we'll hold on to the land in case we can connive it away. Okay, Masked Bandits is back. If Lagrella were to die, they would get a Sizzling Soloist back. We would get a backup agent. Put a counter on... Wanted to put a counter on Skycrier, but we're not going to get to do that. I guess Echo Inspector is the next best choice. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, opponent's got no cards in hand. Might even be willing to... Oh, actually, we should have... That was... Yeah, we missed a point of damage there. We should have moved the crowbar. Okay, here comes the bandits. So I'm wondering, are we willing to take a hit from bandits here? We could double block Lagrella, Informant. Quite the board presence they're going to have at that point. Start making stuff unable to block. We can put counters on things. Start to clog them. We deal up to 6 a turn in the sky. A couple of 1/1s. Or we hold back the Echo Inspector to block. Or we triple block Informant 1/1 and Overseer, and we still have a 3/4 and a 2/3. I don't really love any of these. Any of these plays. They all seem kind of bad to me. I think this is weirdly the move for some reason. I don't want them to get that Soloist back. That's a good draw. And we'll just start moving Crowbar around. Continuing to put pressure. And we're going to put the Crowbar on Ligrella so that Strangle doesn't kill her. And this is our plan. 3 a turn. They're going to give us a card here. It's a pretty good one. All in. I'm getting impatient. Okay, we're going to go to blocks. We're going to kill Roastmaster. And I suppose a token. 3, 6, 9 down to 8. I mean, yeah. That is a lot of damage. Ooh, that's a good draw. Crowbar, number 2. Do we want to move a Crowbar and hold a Protector? I guess we do. Not off of Ligrella. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I didn't like that attack. I mean, unless there's something that I'm not seeing. We don't know what they have in hand, but I think that attack was a bit too presumptuous. See what they've got for us here. Sticky Fingers coming down. And another attack with everything? Interesting. Just want to draw the card. So, I mean, if we block with Ligrella, we're risking them having a exactly Strangle to get back in this, or we just put the token in front and trade it. They draw a card, or we just take 1. It's not that bad either. Give them a treasure. I don't love losing life, though, at this point. I think I'm going to do this. Removal, they have removal. We get our Echo Inspector gets bigger. We play Swooping Protector, and we've got good attacks next turn. Double light him up. Fair enough. We're good with that, so we'll just play another protector. It's going to be wielding some crowbars here. All right, so we need to put a little bit of thought into how much we want to play around them drawing Nightclubber. If we play Virtuoso here, we would probably want to crowbar it up. 4. It doesn't change our clock to do that, so yeah, I think we'll get in for 3. Go Virtuoso and put a crowbar on it. I keep doing this. No. There we go. Let's put a crowbar on you. Rogue's Gallery. Man, Rogue's Gallery is a good card. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay, opponent getting back Masked Bandits, Girder Goons, and Exhibition Magician with Rogue's Gallery. Not bad. Not a bad little 3 for there. Will it be enough? Not if we draw Metamorphosis, it won't. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, so they're not dead this turn. Let's put another bar on this guy. Hit them for 4. They're dead next turn. I think we're pretty safe here. This deal gone bad would buy them some, but that would be a good one. Actually, that could turn the game around. Okay, our opponent's picking them up. Let's see for the next. We go first. This hand is pretty awkward. We have a 2-drop. And a Boon of Safety, which isn't going to help our Skycrier really win combat. Most likely it's a 1/1. And then we've got 2 cards we can't cast. This one feels like a mulligan. This hand is definitely better. Let's put an island back. And that's great. So do we go Crier or Virtuoso? Virtuoso is pretty hard for our opponents to block. We could like represent having a trick or whatever. Skycrier just gets in there for sure. So I think I'm going to go for that. We have no trick to bluff here. So if our opponent's got a 2-drop, that's the one that would have been actually okay, but that's all right. Now we can block it well. Our goal in this game is to not get 2 for 1. That's the way that our opponent's going to try to beat us. Mountain for the opponent. Whack. That's whack. And there you go. All right. in for 1, hold up Protector. Broker's Charm doesn't really do anything here. But if Protector gets to eat Broker's Veteran before they're able to play another creature, that'd be pretty cool. Looks like it will, unless they have counters. They might. Nope. Get 'em. Taste it. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I guess they had that anyways. I was thinking they needed the Veteran in the graveyard to cast the Appraiser. Okay, that's not that bad. So they went ahead and grabbed something and pitched a couple of mountains. Let's see what's on top for us. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So we're only casting 1 card next turn. Which means that we could hold on to this Plains in case they've got Corrupt Court Official. I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to have to discard either of these. Take 3 off the Appraiser. Get back Whack. Rooftop Nuisance. Sacrifice that. Get back Whack. Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Whack is good for sure here. What are they going to kill with it? Overseer, perhaps? There's definitely no sense in Legrellaing a Corpse Appraisers. They just get to kill Legrella, get the trigger again. So we're not going to do that. We could kill Corpse Appraiser with Broker's Charm. Also don't think we want to do that. I think we just actually want to either use this as a divination or cycle our land this turn. So again, like we said, we don't want to get... We want to minimize the amount of 2/1s. Okay, so Protector down. That's good. I'd rather exile Overseer with Legrella. We're going to give us our turn. I think we're going to just cycle Botanical Plaza. It's pretty close to the same thing as cycling Broker's Charm for 2 cards. Metamorphosis is a nice one. Specialist is not great. Unless Skycryer is dead. Getting in, okay. Do we just play Specialist? Could trade with Appraiser. If we had another land, I'd feel more comfortable doing that. I think like the potential to save one of our creatures with Metamorphosis or kill something of theirs at instant speed with Broker's Charm. I don't know if that's actually better. Just don't think we're supposed to play. I don't think we're supposed to play Specialist. They could also have Nightclubber, in which case we could like save Overseer, let Skycrier die, and then Specialist actually does something. I got something. It's pretty good. You're taking 3. Okay. All right, none of that was all that bad. Hold for ransom. Why not? Still think we want to hold up Metamorphosis, hold up Broker's Charm. They got a full mid over there. It just doesn't. There's just no way in my mind that this Specialist lives or is impactful if we just play it here, and then we lose the ability to potentially save our thing. Okay, well that's not great. We can't save that from that, but that's okay. Could have killed Skycrier though. It's got lifelink. And then we get to get it back. That's pretty good. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we get to kill one of those for free with Lagrella. We could cycle the charm here. Still don't think we want to. Land is okay. And maybe we do just play Specialist. Like, what are the chances the Skycrier actually dies? We're starting to pressure them. Maybe I should have just played it a turn ago. All right, opponent's got a lot of cards. We're getting close to being in range of lethal. I mean, we actually have them right here. If we kill their 4/3 and then Metamorphosis or something, we would have lethal. Of course, they're either going to have another blocker or they're going to have a removal spell. So we don't just go ahead and... We're not going to be able to just go ahead and do that. Okay, Cormella. That's good. Boon of Safety, also not bad. Don't want Cormella to die. I think we're getting in for 1 here. They've got Meister's Charm. They've got Whack in the graveyard. Tainted Indulgence. They got all kinds of stuff going on there. So we'll let that lie. And we could if they end the turn with a full mitt, we could make them draw with Skycrier. Run out of town. I think we're fine putting it on top, yeah. Trying to think of a reason why we wouldn't want to do that. Getting for 4, that's fine. Snoozy. Okay. We also mill them out with Skycrier if it comes to that. Again, don't think we need to Broker's Charm here. I think we just Specialist. We have Boon. Just protect it. We're laying short of having full on protection for it, but whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard, then copy that. Yo, that's a card. We have an answer to that. But not before they get a trigger. Jeez. And it builds up over time. Copy each. Alright, so Carmela's going to return Whack. Well, that makes sense. Boy, this is bad. Okay, and then they're going to get to cast a card at random. It's going to be Rooftop. Oh, it's going to be Run Out of Town. Okay. Run Out of Town on Skycrier. I think we do want that to be on top. Each opponent chooses a permanent, so we're just everything we have is gonna die. Boo. Sorcery. Man, well, I think we're gonna lose now. Seemed like we were doing okay. Like we want to use the Broker's Charm to kill one of their creatures in response. But we really need to kill Arcane Bombardment. I think. I don't see how we can... Yeah, I don't see how we can beat that card, so... Go ahead and do that. So we're taking 7. They're up to 10. We've got Skycrier. We can grow it and block Z next turn. Wow. That really took a turn. Opponent's way ahead. and on cards and on board. Yeah, a lot needs to go right for us now. That was huge. What a huge turn. Jeez, get out of here. All right. Get right out of here with that. Oh, no. We gotta let it resolve. That's such a bummer. Okay. Ugh. Well, I mean, we're kind of dead here. Yeah. Good game. Wow. Huge win. I wonder if there's something else we could have done there to maybe try to close that out a little bit faster. I know I took my time playing that 3-2 lifelink. Could have pressured them a bit, maybe. I was a little bit afraid of them getting value off of us. They ended up having that rare. That was really good. But we got one more loss to give here, so we'll see what we can do. We're back on the draw again. Playing against a mythic player. Holy moly. All right, well, we're going to have to earn this one. Hand is a keep. No surprise, our mythic opponent is playing brokers also. We've got Crowbar on 2, Overseer on 3. That's a good curve out. So couldn't ask for much more than this, other than, like, you know, Disciplined Duelist on 3. That'd be pretty nice. You know, a guy can dream. Okay, do we want to play Rafine's Informant at all here? I don't think so. I think the Crowbar's still where we're at. So we're on board first. That's something. Okay, our opponent went ahead and played a Courier's Briefcase, but they didn't have a land drop that turn. So this is an opportunity for us to get ahead. We're gonna jam for 2 here. Play Overseer. Let's see what our opponent's got going on here. No land. Backup Agent. They're going to get at us for 2. No, they're not. Okay, interesting. So they want to block. We've got double Rafine's Informant if we want. We've got Sky Crier, Rafine's Informant. I don't think we want to trade our token. I don't think we want to spend mana equipping Crowbar. Hold for Ransom is going to be good this game because they're stuck on mana. So let's start with Informant. Probably just discarding a land, honestly. So 3-2 is not very good on this board. Although a 4-3 with the help of Crowbar is not bad. But I don't think that's not really our plan A. We're trying to win with our flyers. Okay, opponent gets land 3, so now they got access to 4 mana if they want it. And they are going to come in with the 2-2 now. We're fine. Are we fine taking 2? I think so. We're at 21. Got a life linker in the air. No play. Well, if I knew we were going to draw that would have changed things. Okay. So we got Informant. We've got Crowbar. They could have deal 4 to an attacker. And that's the way it goes if they do. Just keep discarding lands, I think. Again, the 3-2 body don't matter. We should play land here. Okay, that's pretty good. Yo, big fish. Big fishies. That's a good turn. I mean, kind of want Informant in the graveyard. But do we want in the graveyard that badly? 7 damage. We're going to 6, 14, 15, 14, 14. And then we're going to 16. So, like, we're not even going to really feel it. I think we just take it. Good turn for our opponent, though. We can lock down one of the 3/3 fish with Ransom if we want. Or just, you know, straight up kill it with Lagrella. That's pretty good, too. And then hold for Ransom the other one if we wanted to. I'm not gonna tuck our Overseer here because we want to use it to kill our opponent. So the only question in my mind is, yeah, are we gonna hold for Ransom or wait for something? Because like I think we want to be able to like get a flying blocker out of the way because we're still ahead. So I think we're gonna hold on to that. So if they go ahead and play something that can actually block in the sky, then we're gonna be sad that we waste this on a fish that we're invalidating every turn anyways. Nice. All right, opponent's really going for it here. Are they dead? They have a 2/2, 2, 4, 6, 8, just barely. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Again, don't mind if Informant hits the bin, because we've got Extraction Specialist. Could just block like this. Get another Informant. I think I like that. Take 4. Ooh, and it comes back with a counter on it. That's cool. Okay, so how does that change the math? 2, 4, 8. So that means they're dead. Okay, cool. That's cool. Well, I didn't think of that. So there you go. How was I to know? All right. So bumble our way through that one. See if for the final game here we either win or we lose. So we'll see ya. All right, we are back and we're on the play. Oh my goodness, imagine that. We're on the play. All right. And we have a 1-drop. That's pretty good. We can discard this Broker's Charm if we don't find a way to cast it. No 2-drop for us. But we get the best 3-drop in the format here. Opponent. Oh, opponent just passed the turn. Oh. Okay. Clicking through too quickly here. We do want to attack. We also want to make sure that we play Overseer. Yeah. All right. Okay. It's a good start there. So this, you have to pay a mana, and it counts a non-creature spell. Okay, cool. So if we grift and trade for Mage's Attendant, that's all well and good. I think we'll try to do that on blocks. And then Extraction Specialist can help us from there. Okay, I'm going to try this. I mean, we don't have a lot to lose here. We can't cast Broker's Charm, so if they've got a combat trick, then, you know, we just get to bring this back with Extraction Specialist next turn. If we didn't have Specialist in hand, I don't think I would necessarily be making this play. But we do. B-Charm. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. Can't get the Overseer back with the Specialist. They at least designed that part of the format right. Don't make that too good. So I think our plan is to just run out of town for a couple turns. We do it again here. Or cast our own Dapper Shieldmate. Maybe we were supposed to cast Dapper Shieldmate last turn. So if we do this again, they take 5 down to 6. Don't have a great plan for their Shieldmate past that. Of course, they could play something else next turn. Getting the licks in when we can is kind of nice. You just block the 1/1. The Dapper. I kind of feel like we just keep delaying whatever their game plan is. We just keep setting them back here. Okay, that's the block. Cool. And probably want to hold this land because we can start looting. Even though this Grifter can't attack or block, it can still activate. That's a nice draw. And I think we just probably just pitch the plains here. We could pitch Dapper Shieldmate. It's not really doing a whole lot. But I think we're okay with the plains going. Send it back to our opponent. See, I was thinking like, oh geez, that's good. You know, by pressuring them a little bit there, it's like then if we do end up drawing a flyer, they're at a lower life total. We can try to leverage that, which is the situation we're in now. So we can either connive or cast Dapper Shieldmate. I guess we just cast the Shieldmate at this point. If we had discarded to Echo Inspector, we would be clocking them a little bit faster. It's worth noting. Wasn't expecting they were going to kill our crowbar, but they did. Okay, so they need 3 mana to do this? Yes. And they have 2 mana right now. Okay, so let's connive. See if we can find a green source. No. Discard island then. And they can start to actually buff this permanently. Okay, they're at 7. They've got 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not blocking Echo Inspector. They're not, and they're not blocking a 1/1. So okay, that doesn't do anything. The Bruiser will be able to attack if we connive on the Grifter. So that's probably worth playing this turn, and then setting up for next turn. So they're gonna go to 5 here, and we might actually be able to kill them next turn. We'll see if we can. Chaldea, Strong Arm. Oh, that's good. Okay. Backup Agent. Also not bad. Okay, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. They're taking 3, so they're not dead. We can't get in with Inspector. We have no attacks. That's a bummer. If only we had Crowbar. Get that Paragon out of the way. See what we can draw here. Maybe we can get like a Hold for Ransom or something. Or the Lagrella we can't cast. So, yeah, all right, well. They're at 5. We're still doing it. Opponent Spars Adjudicators on our Echo Inspector, gets in for 4. Crowbar, get in here. Let's go. Okay. Well, we got a game plan. Thinking we probably want to go ahead and just fire this off right now. Still not dead over there, so we're gonna chill. Obscura Initiate can block Echo Inspector. Man, our opponent's got some good cards over there. Fortunately, we were able to get out to a little bit of a quicker start, but all these duelists. I mean, I guess it's not even that good for us to attack here with Inspector. We put them to 2. They crack back. They go up to 4. Then once they're at 4, they're dead to like a lot of stuff. Well, I guess not Crowbars. Both in the graveyard. But they're dead to Metamorphosis. They're not dead to Broker's Charm because that's in the graveyard. Huh. They have to like spend their mana and stuff. I think it's still right to attack here. But it's borderline. Chaldea Strong Arm coming down with Blitz. Okay. Opponent's pressuring. Right, so they make that bigger. Give it lifelink. I guess the Blitz makes sense. They can actually give it lifelink this turn. Okay, well, then I guess it was good for us to attack. Oh, they're not going to come in. Okay. See no reason to not just block with this. I'm going to block with it. All right. Well, I would have figured they were going to come in and attack with the initiate, but... Because now if we draw a Hold for Ransom, I think we just get them. So we're going to try and do that. Only 15 left in the deck. Metamorphosis, that's good. All right. Does that do it? Theoretically does. No, because they've got lifelink on the blocks there. But Inspector will kill that and draw us a card because it'll be a 5/5. Do we have anything with like first strike? Oh, we got Virtuoso double strike. So that would be lethal as well. Oh, so they have to have exactly some kind of pump spell to not die? No. They have to have exactly... Yes, they'd have to have exactly the white +2/+2 gains lifelink spell to not die. If we go Majestic Metamorphosis on the Virtuoso... But they would still have to trade with it, which would still be good for us. We could also connive, and if we hit Hold for Ransom, I think we just get them that way as well. So I guess we'll start there. I think that's slightly safer. Okay, we did not hit. So now we will try this plan. That's funny. Well, Duelist isn't really doing anything at this point. Oh, they could have prize fight. Crap. Oh, they could have prize fight. How bad is that for us? They eat Echo Inspector and kill Virtuoso. Oh no. Oh no. Like I think we just have to do this turn. Give it life. Okay. Well, we had them dead. We had them dead. We still have them dead, but at least I thought of it before. What the heck does that do? Oh, God. No! Oh, no. We're going to lose somehow. Beginning of each combat, if this is untapped, if they do tap this... Okay, but it doesn't have haste, so it's fine. Oh, jeez. The Grilla. It's a good one. Ward 2. We have 7 mana. Oh boy. Alright, so the plan is to kill them with Swooping Protector next turn. I think we're just going to take their do list. And... we don't have anything to get back with Extraction Specialist. So we'll just like take our own backup agent, I guess. Pass the turn, I think. Decline. Or did we have them dead there? Oh, we might have had them dead. Man, I'm so bad at this game. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, guys. Jeez. So bad. Don't be like me. Play well. Because we definitely could have tapped that down with the Ligrella that we had just cast, and then we probably had them dead. Okay. We did it. We did it. So, the moral of the story is get really lucky in the draft and get people to pass you all the good brokers cards. Okay, and then play somewhat mediumly, and you can do okay. Yeah, in all seriousness, thank you very much for watching. Please click like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Leave a comment, let me know all the mistakes I made, and tell your friends about the channel. Appreciate it very much. We got a trophy. Bye for now.